My name is Rosemary Dalia, and today I'm going to be talking about Formule. So, Formule is an online form builder that gives you the ability to collect data online, and you can create any type of form, such as surveys, timesheets, contact forms, questionnaires, or a way to make payments. So, when you sign up with a free account, you gain access to hundreds of different forms and themes, and anything you create is stored in their database and can be formatted using HTML codes. And then using those HTML codes, you can embed them on websites and emails or anywhere else you might need them to be accessible. Once your form is completed by the designated audience, you can view the data and the statistics and who filled out each form. But the website is super easy to use, and it only requires that you have internet access and a web browser. So after you create a free account, you can customize the themes and the content in the form, and you can add a logo, change the colors and the fonts, and create your own format for the form. You can also limit the amount of time that the form is available to be completed, so that would be good for like extra credit in the classroom and stuff like that. One way that you could integrate it into the classroom is to create a form to be filled out by the parents at the beginning of the year, so you have all their contact information that you can access just by logging onto a website. Um, as long as you have internet access, you can view any of the content that you have in each of the forms. Another way that you could use the website would be as like an extra credit homework assignment. So because you can also control when the form is available, you can also limit the number of entries that the form will take. So if you have like 20 kids in your class, you can send them home and tell them that at exactly 4 p.m., you'll be able to access the form, and the first 10 kids to fill out all the answers and get all the answers right will get extra credit. You can even implement in the classroom the same way that you have an online Jeopardy game, if you had enough computers and stuff like that for that to be able to happen. But you can also create profiles for each of your students. This way, the data that's collected is already sorted by student, and you can receive notifications each time that someone completes one of your forms. I would probably use this in my placement if I had enough computers for each student to be on the forms at multiple times. It's also accessible through iPads, but the formatting gets a little weird on iPads because it's tough to like click and type and select different things. But yeah, I would definitely use it in my placement.
That sounds really cool for like assessments and stuff. I'm Abby Colebrook, and I'm going to do Newsela, which is a website where you can access useful articles and texts. So I'm going to share my screen and show you it. All right, so this is Newsela. There's different articles. You can sign, I should start off first with saying that you can sign up as a student, a parent, or teacher, but you need a code to sign up, like if you're in a particular area code or like school zone. And for the articles, there's a bunch of different topics. And for example, you could go to War and Peace, and you could pick different grade levels and different reading standards. And that way you can find exactly what you're looking for the classroom. You can also, in some of the articles, you can change them to Spanish. So let me find one that you can do that with, because it's really actually pretty cool to see. So like for science, if you're looking for a science article to use in your classroom, you can click on it, and that one doesn't do it either. But anyways, you can, and it's really awesome. And there's also text sets. So you can create your own text set, which means when you find an article you like, you can add it to your text set and name it. So if I want to make a text set for my 4th grade classroom on animals, so I can just pick any articles on animals in the science section, put them into my text set, and then I have a whole collection of articles for that. There's also a binder that you can create and or use. It's only available if you are logged on, but there's a lot of really cool things that you can do with that. So, yeah.
I think that you can access them in Spanish would be really good for like English language learners and even bilingual students. So if they don't understand some things in English, then you can give it to them in Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was a great way, and you could even, in a actual Spanish classroom, you could compare the two texts. So,
Okay, so the next tool I'm going to talk about is Video Ant, and it's a way to annotate videos using a web browser or a mobile device. But you can use this tool to add annotations, comments, or questions to videos that you found online, like on YouTube, or that you created yourself. So once you use the tool, your annotated videos become ants. And after signing in as a guest, I was able to upload a video from YouTube to annotate. So as the video plays on the website, you can pause the video and you click a little video camera icon, and that's where you add annotations. So you could add just like a fun fact about some part of the video, or you can add a comment like, make sure you check this out because it's going to be on the quiz, or you can even ask a question and they can respond straight in the video. So when the annotation is activated in the video, it gives the viewer the ability to respond or just like check off that they read it. So this could be implemented in the classroom by having students watch an informational video or listen to an audiobook and answer questions as the video plays. I think it would be more useful with a video that has captions or text on the screen. This way, auditory and visual learners are both being reached. If you create an account, you're able to save your ants in the ant farm, and then you can access them at a later time. If you're signing in as a guest, you can't. So if you sign in as a guest, it's just a way to like get a feel for the website. Once your ant is created, you can export it and embed it anywhere, like a website, email, PowerPoint, or anywhere else that you want your students to access it. It uses HTML codes, so if certain things don't accept HTML codes, then you can't use it. But you can use this tool in the classroom as a way to have students create their own informational video, because you can upload a video that you recorded yourself. So students can record a video and then upload it to the website and annotate it themselves, and then their classmates can go in and watch and interact. And I thought a positive of this website was that you can access it on your mobile device and the formatting doesn't get all weird. So you can access it on anything that has the internet on it.
all right, so I'm going to talk about ThinkPort next. It's a website where you can make your own free account, and it provides information and resources to Maryland educators. So the first bar is Think K through 12 Classroom, which has a bunch of different sections. The first one is Environmental Health Connections, which has so many different lesson plans related to atmosphere, cancer, nutrition, societal issues, water, land, and soil, that kind of stuff. It has interactive maps with stories, games, timelines, audio. It has a lot of primary documents and ideas and activities for the classroom. There are also many different topics. For example, in middle school math, it brings you to a bunch of lessons and tells you what grade, and then adds Common Core standards that it covers in each lesson for that subject. It has interactive tools like Pattern Maker, Create Your Own Museum, Annotate It, Timeline Builder, and a bunch of internet links where you can find useful resources on the internet. There's also Think Career, which has a career calendar, certifications, and how-tos for new teachers. And it would be really helpful with professional development, like in that section. And there's also a new teacher support bar. And I thought that was really cool because a lot of new teachers are kind of scared and like don't know what they're doing and stuff like that. So that just gives you a little extra support through this website. There's also Think Early Childhood, and that has more professional development courses. There's courses and statewide training and a bunch of stuff that's available to you when you're on there. There's also using technology, which explores ways to integrate media into the early childhood classrooms, and a bunch of learning activities that align with the standards for that. And then the last thing is Think Family and Community, which are ways to share what's going on in the classroom with parents and like the people around the schools. So there's a classroom website, which is kind of like the websites that we're creating right now. And then there's the community calendar, which just has a bunch of events going on for the communities. And it's just all these ideas for what you can do to involve your classroom with the community and have the parents and family involved in your classroom. There's also online field trips and parent links for parents who might be homeschooling their children. So overall, this is just a really great resource for teachers in general, because you have lesson plans, you have professional development, all this stuff that can really make you grow as a teacher and give you all these fresh new ideas.
Yeah, I like that it has a tab for new teachers, because that will be really helpful for us when we get into years.
Yeah.
So the last term I'm going to talk about is Paper LI, which is an easy way to collect, publish, and share content on the web. So you can access articles, blog posts, and any other media content through a search bar. And the website itself processes millions of posts a day. So it allows you to access the exact content that's new and relevant and fresh on the internet. So once you find what you're looking for, you can customize the information to better fit your needs. So you can organize and prioritize them based on their content, and you can add filters. You can also search based on tweets or YouTube videos, fiction and nonfiction, and anything else that you may need. You can also choose to only see content from certain websites. So if you wanted to only view content on a certain subject from New York Times articles and block any content from Twitter and Facebook, you can do that. Paper LI also works with content from Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus and YouTube and any other websites that you can think of that publishes information. So because it's updated daily, you'll always have access to the newest information. You can also schedule when you want to receive new content and subscribe to your favorite sources. So if you're a really big fan of the New York Times, then you can get a little email notification every time that they find new information, anytime that the New York Times posts anything. So you can do it by subject, or you can do it as a whole. You can also share your posts on social media or in emails, and they'll take it right to your Paper LI page. I think that this would be helpful for, just getting students to be able to access your content that you're posting. So anything that you make, if you make a blog post, or if you want them to look at a specific website, they just have to go to Paper LI and they can access it. It also allows you to customize the language that you want your content to be in. So this would be helpful for English language learners or bilingual students of any language, because it has almost every single language up there. Yeah, so you can access the website and the content on any device with internet access. So I could use this tool in the classroom. Besides for English language learners, you could have students use Paper LI to research a topic, because the website's fairly easy to use because it has a search bar, and you can even customize filters. So you can make sure that your findings are informational or like nonfiction or fiction. I'd probably not use that tool in my current placement because I'm in a first grade classroom and the content is definitely for like higher reading levels, because the website as a whole is like focused on like a higher grade level overall. But it would be useful for grades 3rd and up when they start getting into like writing research papers and they have a much higher reading ability and comprehension ability.
That's cool.
So that's it.